Hello and welcome to my video covering the ultimate showdown, in this case the Twilight Cup, from my perspective. Starting off with my first opponent Ricky, and yeah, my Toxicroak faces his Muck and I expected him to switch into his Venomoth or Togekiss already, so now I immediately switch into my Guntank and just straight up poison jab him down. And in this case I wanted him to either waste a shield or go down with his Togekiss. But it wasn't enough to feint him, and he was able to get off his ancient power, which was unfortunate. So because of that I have to shield as well to preserve switch advantage. So now waiting him to switch into something. So now he goes back into his Muck, and I try to flamethrower him, but yeah, I kinda messed up my undertap there and had to poison jab him afterwards once. Fortunately enough, he did not fire off his charge move. And now I come in with Toxicroak, counter him, and he immediately switches into his Venomoth, already expecting my Toxicroak to damage my Toxicroak as much as he could. But yeah, I wasted my energy there kinda with the Mud Bomb on the Venomoth, but it was good that I had more time to switch after the charge move. This way I saved some HP on my Toxicroak, otherwise it would have fainted after like 3-4 confusions from this Venomoth. So logically I switch into my Azumarill, and with equal shields, with 1 shields left on both sides, I should be able to feint his Venomoth here. But we have to keep in mind that his Muck still has tons of energy saved up, and I have already used my Mud Bomb on my Toxicroak, so now I have to be really careful and shield the correct thing. So here I do not shield, and it ended up being just Acid Spray. So this way I can shield his second charge move, whether it is another Acid Spray or Dark Pulse. I have to shield anyways. Both would have been deadly, I think. And I'm able to get off my Mud Bomb, which will finish his Muck off. So yeah, it was really close this game, but fortunately enough I was able to pull through. So in game 2 we start off with my Guntank against his Togekiss, which favors my Guntank. So now I'm expecting him to switch here, but he kinda stayed in, and now he should ancient power me. So now if I shield, my poison jab should be able to feint his Togekiss. Yes, and I am. And I just immediately go for my charge move there before a new Pokemon comes in and feints my Guntank. So I go for my flamethrower and he shields it. If I could have gone for my Crunch, and then I should be able to get off 2 crunches back to back, but I wasn't too sure what comes in, and maybe he would not shield the flamethrower on his Toxicroak or his Muck. That would have been really good, but he now Dark Pulses my Tyranitar, which does not hurt that much, so that's why I did not shield. Acid Spray would have been even less efficient, so yeah, there was no reason to shield anyways. So now he goes for a second charge move here, and I end up shielding. Even though I kinda knew that it would be acid spray, but yeah. So now his Venomoth comes in. I immediately go for my crunch because I did not want to get fainted with all that energy. So yeah, I immediately switch into my Azumarill after I replenished my energy on my Tyranitar. There was no reason to stay in and get farmed from this Venomoth. This way probably could have gotten maybe another Poison Fang on my Azumarill, and it would have been really close. So yeah, now I'm able to Ice Beam him and finish this round against Ricky. So now my second opponent, it was Eliza again. So we start off with Venomoth Ditto. And yeah, let's see who comes on top. So in this case, my Venomoth gets low faster than hers, and yeah, that was completely an IV thing, and I lost this mirror, which was very unfortunate. And you don't want to throw any charge moves, because if it gets shielded, you either confusion and do just one damage from your charge move in return. So yeah, I wanted to go for a back-to-back Poison Fang, but I kinda messed up there and wasn't able to. So now I ate the charge move from the Venomoth and fainted it down with one bubble. So now she comes in with Guntank, and yeah, it doesn't look promising for me, since she still has equal amounts of shields and switch advantage on me. So yeah, now she Sludge Bombs my Azumarill, and I just have 1-1 left with one extra shield on her. And yeah, now it's the race to the flamethrowers, pretty much. So I do not shield it, expecting her to have a Crunch Sludge Bomb variant, but yeah, it ended up being just a Sludge Bomb Flamethrower, which I did not expect at all. So the usual skunk tanks always have the crunch, but yeah, hers was pretty special, and she kinda got me off guard here now. So yeah, game 2, I start off with Venomoth again, facing her Azumarill, which favors her Azumarill in this case, but we still play it out. So you need 3 confusions for a Poison Fang, and 5 bubbles for Ice Beam, and 6 for Play Rough. So now we CMP tied here. I kinda wanted to soak the Ice Beam with my own Azumarill, but unfortunately we CMP tied here. So I tried to soak the Ice Beam, the second Ice Beam, but funnily enough we both switch at the same time. So she kinda wanted to soak the Poison Fang from my Venomoth, and I wanted to soak the Ice Beam from her with my Azumarill, and we both switched at the same time, pretty much, which was pretty funny. So now I go for a few extra bubbles, kinda threaten her with maybe a Hydro Pump, but didn't really matter anyways. I would always go for my Ice Beam. So, and I don't even have my Hydro Pump variant. So now he comes at me with the Poison Fang, which should not KO me, but would it be really close. And yeah, I expected that I would have enough energy and enough HP to get this last Ice Beam off, and with no shields her Venomoth goes down now. So now I have switch advantage, but not lose out on one shield. So yeah, now I have to compensate, but fortunately enough I have my Tyranitar here. So and I also already know that her Guntank is a sludge bomb and flamethrower variant, so I did not have to shield at all. I mean, I didn't need it to shield anyways, even if her Guntank had crunch, but it would have been close because Guntank would probably have enough, would be able to get off 2 crunches on me. So now, since she switched into her Azumarill, I switched back into my Venomoth to threaten her with my Poison Fangs. And since I had energy saved up from the first encounter on the lead, I am able to feint her Azumarill down. Now he comes back with her Venomoth, her Guntank, and now I should have gone for my Silver Wind there, but I really wanted to shield bait her with my Poison Fang and maybe get off the second Poison Fang, but that's totally not the case. And she goes for her charge move here, which was a huge mistake. My Venomoth has just 1 HP and isn't at all ready for its charge move. So that was crucial that she threw her charge move on my 1 HP Venomoth there. If she would have saved that up for my Tyranitar here in the back, she would have won. So yeah, lucky for me, I'm able to play the game 3 with her. So we start off with Toxicroak against Guntank again. So now she switches into her Venomoth, and I maybe switched too fast, or I don't know what I thought there, but now I'm switch locked with my Tentacruel against her Confusion Venomoth here. So whether it's Silver Wind or Poison Fang, I just tank this because I'm in a bad matchup anyways. And now I throw the Acid Spray, and she probably expected it to be Hydro Palm. No, she did not shield that. Clever from her. Should have gotten for the Hydro Palm. That would have feinted her Venomoth down immediately. But now this way, I come in with my Venomoth, just tap her with 2 Confusions, and her Venomoth faints. So now I'm in a kinda good position to come back again. We both have 2 shields left, and my Venomoth has some energy from the previous Venomoth encounter. So she comes at me with the Flamethrower. Obviously I shield that. I don't want my Venomoth to faint with that much energy. And I do my Silver Wind, and she shields it, which was really bad. Now she switches back into her Azumarill in the back, and I was kind of fine with that. I still had my Toxicroak in the back, so yeah, I have to play this perfectly now, since we are in an equal position with 1 shield left, but her Azumarill is just so tanky, and she still had her Guntank with some energy in the back. And now she has enough energy for 1 charge attack as well. So I'm kind of forced to shield now, and I was really hoping that I would get to my Sludge Bomb before she gets to her second charge move. And luckily I was able to Sludge Bomb her Azumarill now to feint her. And now it comes down to Guntank against Toxicroak, who gets to her retrospective charge move first. And here I'm able to get to my Mud Bomb. I kinda waited for it to pop up and immediately clicked on it. That's not under-tap, but yeah, art of under-tapping here, and I was able to pull through. So yeah, it was really close, and I even did a bad switch as well, so was really happy that I was able to win this. So now in the finals I'm facing the Nut, and unfortunately I don't have the footage myself since I played on another phone to be able to stream it. So yeah, we are now seeing it from the stream directly. So we start off with Toxicroak against Muk. He switches into his Venomoth and I immediately switch into my Azumarill and eat the first Poison Fang, which was fine at all. But now, here I do the crucial mistake not shielding it. And not even that, I did not shield at all. I mean, I kinda, maybe I thought that I had another dark type in the back. But yeah, let's see what happens or what I had brought to this game. So yeah, because I did not shield, I was not able to get to my second Ice Beam here. And now I just have 2 poison types in the back, which was really bad. And they will not be able to feint this Venomoth. Toxicroak will feint after 2 confusions or 2-3. And Venomoth, Toxic Tentacruel, I pretty much have to Hydro Pump it to be able to feint it. So yeah, he still has 1 shield left, and if he shields the charge move from my Tentacruel, I lose pretty much. So now I do my Acid Spray. I mean, I expected him to shield anyways, and he did not shield. And I'm able to feint his Venomoth, luckily. But he still has 1 shield left and 2 mons with pretty much full HP, so there's no way coming back for me. So I Acid Spray him another time, immediately switch to my Toxicroak, not able to Mud Bomb him immediately on the switch, and now I predicted his Acid Spray and did not shield it. And go for my Mud Bomb now and hope that he would not shield. And I even undercharged it to maybe get off a few counters in as well, but yeah, not able to. And he even feints me with just counters. Yeah, not a really good game from me. And there was no way to win with my Toxicroak since I would not be able to get off 2 Mud Bombs before I faint. So GG's. And coming in game 2, we start off with Azumarill against Muk. This was already a really bad start. So I kinda play it out at first and I switch into my Guntank as a kinda safe switch. So now he stays in and I do my crunch to fake a flamethrower, which he did not shield, which was really bad for me as well. So now he throws his charge move at me and it ended up being Acid Spray again, which I did not shield, and he comes back with his Toxicroak. And I do my crunch here to fake another flamethrower, although I wasn't at my flamethrower at all, and he did not shield clever. So yeah, really clever by him. I think he probably counted my poison jabs and knew that I wasn't at my flamethrower at all. So now I come in with Venomoth, hoping that I would get off 2 confusions in to be able to feint his Toxicroak before he gets off a charge move, but unfortunately he gets to his charge move, throws a Mud Bomb at me, and I shielded it. I don't know, I thought I might need my Venomoth later on. So now we're in this really dumb situation again in a Venomoth mirror, and I go for my Silver Wind because Poison Fang would not be able to feint his Venomoth, and he shields it, and we see CMP tie here. So yeah, I let my Venomoth go down with such low HP. Probably would have fainted immediately, even though I would have shielded the Poison Fang. So now I come in with my Azumarill to farm enough energy as I could, but he immediately switches into his Muck, which was really clever by him. But fortunately enough, I saved up enough energy to be able to throw my second charge move before I feint. So now, with one shield left, I shield his acid spray, which was expected, but I had to, and able to under-tap the Ice Beam, feint his Muck, and also feint his remaining Venomoth with just one bubble, one or two, and the confusion isn't enough to feint my Azumarill. Really close. With another confusion, my Azumarill would have fainted as well. So now we come in game 3. So the problem in game 1 was that I did not shield the Poison Fangs, so I did not wanted to do the same mistake. But here, in a fresh start with full HP and in the lead, Azumarill should be able to feint his Venomoth with no energy lead at all. So now, because of that, he switches his Venomoth out and switches into Clefable, and I probably should have kept the energy here, since my Guntank should be able to just Poison Fang this Clefable down with just, Poison Fang, the fast attack. So now here I am able to feint his Clefable down before he gets to a Meteor Mash. That's the cheapest charge move that Clefable has, so yeah. Now he comes in with Toxicroak. I throw a Flamethrower at him, immediately go for the correct charge move, and he does not shield it, which was pretty good and crucial, I think. So now I come back in with my Venomoth, and I hope that one confusion was able to feint his Toxicroak, and in the end it did feint him with just one confusion, and he just lost his Toxicroak with like enough energy to get off one Mud Bomb. And now it kinda lags, and he comes in with a Venomoth that has lower HP than mine. So now, with 2 shields left on both sides, we just confusion each other down, and there was no way he could have won if I just kept on confusion him. Because if you throw a charge move instead your fast move, and your opponent shields it, you lose out on damage. Because instead of doing the damage of one fast move, you're just doing 1 damage because it was shielded, your charge move. And with that win, I won the Twilight Cup of the Ultimate Showdown.